Hi, I'm Dr. Ashwini Modi and I'm a dermatologist practicing in Malad, Mumbai. Today I'm here to talk about my book, More Than Skin Deep. As the name suggests, I absolutely believe that beauty is just not skin deep. And through this book, I want to make everyone aware of how the things that we think about, the things that we believe appear on our skin. And that is what the book is about. Okay, so what led me to write this book? I am also an RTT practitioner. I practice a therapy called as rapid transformational therapy, and it goes to the subconscious root cause of the problems that I see every day in my patients. What led me to do this is, as a dermatologist, I'm only able to offer them medicine so that the symptoms are under control, but a lot of skin diseases are chronic, and I wanted to help these patients wherein I could offer them something more than the allopathic medicines that I usually give. And that is how I started on this journey. In this book, I've mentioned a lot of experiences of my patients in how I help them to heal themselves with this powerful subconscious mind. Let me tell you an interesting story. This story was told to us by Marissa Peer, who is the brainchild of RTT. She had a little girl come to her with her father. She was suffering from a condition called as polymorphous light eruptions or sun allergy, and it was so severe that she couldn't even move out of the house. So this distraught father and daughter duo had come to her, and when she went back, she realized that allergy was actually just trying to protect her. And how was it doing it? This little girl, her dad was a farmer, and this little girl did not like to go in the farm. She felt that it was a burden on her, and she felt that she wanted to be at home or go to school instead. One day when she got this allergy, her dad said, "You better be at home today because you have this allergy." And then when he took her to another doctor, he also said that she has an allergy to sunlight, so it's better that she stays at home. And that is when the subconscious felt that it was safe for her to be at home, and that is what it tried to do. It tried to give her more and more allergy, but now it was affecting her in a very different way. She was not able to get over it because it was just too much for her to do. What makes RTT beautiful? RTT is a therapy which involves going into the root cause on the subconscious level. Our body, our mind, our soul, everything is connected through the subconscious. And 95% of the time, our subconscious is making our decisions for ourselves. It is only 5% that our conscious mind has the power to bring about changes in our life or think about the future. So why RTT works at the subconscious is because we use a method of very mild hypnotherapy to go into that level of brain waves, which actually can take us, open the gates to the subconscious. Now, I'd like to tell you a story about a little boy and how his subconscious was trying to protect him, because the only role of our subconscious is to keep us safe. This boy, a little 7-year-old boy, was brought to me by his father to the clinic. He has one of the worst cases of atopic dermatitis that I have seen yet in my career. He was constantly scratching himself. With every scratch, his skin was bleeding. And I just felt so uncomfortable. I felt like I needed to do something to help him. But he was too young for me to even do a therapy. He was actually on the best medicines possible for atopic dermatitis. And despite all of this, he was not responding to the treatment. When I asked his father, what does he think, when did it increase, when did the atopic worsen, he said it didn't worsen during COVID. So I decided to talk with the boy. He was a very smart boy, but he was not able to sit in one place. So doing a therapy session was out of question, but I thought, why not give it a try and just talk to him. So I asked him a lot of questions about what he likes, what he dislikes, and then this one question that I asked him, and the way he answered was incredible. I asked him, I actually conversed with him saying that atopic dermatitis is making you so difficult. It's so difficult for you. It is actually causing disturbance in your sleep, in your daily life. You're unable to go to school. But is there anything that the atopic dermatitis is benefiting you in any way? Is it giving you something positive? And instantly his reply came, "Doctor, because I have atopic dermatitis, I'll never get COVID." And this was when COVID was still prevalent. I was surprised by his answer. I was like, what is this correlation between atopic and COVID? Then he told me that his father had mentioned that because he has atopic dermatitis, his immunity is at a very high level and he will never get COVID. When I looked at his father, he was surprised. He realized that because his son had become very fearful during COVID, he was not even ready to move out of the house, not go anywhere, and he was really frightened. Just to soothe him and make him feel relaxed, he had said to him that you will not get COVID because you have atopic and your immunity is really good. And that stuck in his subconscious, and since then the atopic went like really severe. It became so severe that it was becoming really difficult for him. So that is how our subconscious tries to protect us. We never know what it tries to do. Today I had a beautiful session. So this was not about a skin disease. Actually, the patient was referred to me by another patient who had undergone RTT for skin disease, and she had referred her friend to me. This friend of hers had a chronic pain in his neck and back since the last 30 years. And today what came out of the session was stunning, mind-blowing. He was really, he said, I could have never imagined that this was the reason. And he felt so amazing after the session. And I'm sure he's absolutely going to be okay after this. What we realized is the back pain was actually protecting him. Somewhere in his childhood, some sage or usually these fortune tellers had told him that the only risk you have is of falling. So you have to be very careful. And what we realized is the part that gave him this back pain was trying to protect him by keeping him safe. By keeping him safe because of the back and neck pain, he avoided any activities. And when he avoided all the activities, he was not at the risk of injuring himself. That was a bulb-on moment for him, and that was beautiful. So that is how powerful RTT is. You get back to the root cause, and this is why I love doing it every single day. I look forward to doing it. Another aspect of RTT which I would like to share is basically there are 4 roles that we play. Sometimes we play the role of the sick person, either we play the role of the carer, a perfect child, or we also can play a role of a very rebel, okay? And this happens in childhood. We can play one of these parts if we feel that we need to get some attention. And the role of a sick one, as what I noticed in one of my patients during the RTT session, she realized that she was actually playing a role of the sick person to get attention. So this is how we can know that we no longer need to play that role, because that was in childhood. That person was not a child anymore, and that is how beautifully we could heal her. You know why I believe that skin diseases are more than skin deep? Because our skin and the brain or the mind are connected right from the embryonic stage or right from conception. This is because when our skin is formed, it forms in 3 layers, or our body is formed, it forms in 3 layers. The ectoderm, the endoderm, and the mesoderm. The endoderm forms our organs, the mesoderm forms the tissues like the connective tissue, whereas the ectoderm only forms 2 organs. One is the skin and one is the nervous system. That is why whatever happens in our mind shows up on our skin. Like we get goosebumps when we are afraid, we get flushing on the face when we feel a little shy. Our skin responds to our nervous system. It shows an immediate response. And skin is also the only organ that is completely visible. So it acts like a signal that something inside is going wrong. It acts like a red light telling us that something inside needs to be treated. because it is showing up as a skin disease outside. With this book, I aim to create an awareness around how we can holistically treat a patient other than just looking at the patient as a skin disease patient or as a back pain patient or anything else. We have to treat the person as a whole, and that is how we can actually heal them. Most of the skin diseases are either trying to protect us or give us attention. So what to do when something is really bothering us and it is not leaving us? You need to tell to your subconscious mind repeatedly that I am strong enough to protect myself. I am strong enough to get the attention that I need. I do not need the skin disease to give me attention. Also, the 3 beliefs that really cause most of the problems are believing that you're not good enough, that you are different than others, or these things are not available to you. So let us say to ourselves, affirm ourselves that I am good enough as I am. I am beautiful enough. I am enough in every single way. The universe has me here for a reason and it has my back. Thank you.